Of the Gentleman's Talk podcast. RP to Kevin Samuels. Do you know who Kevin Samuels is?
Yes, you told me about him. I know about him, and I don't want to talk about him.
Okay, well, shout out to the homie. He died, and
yeah, God bless him.
But we'll leave that alone. She knows who Kevin Samuels is. Shout out to the big homie.
I'm not going to say I don't like him because I don't know him, but I don't have to like any of the comments that he's saying. I'm tired of people always saying, well, woman. You can't speak for every woman in the world because I'm cut from a different cloth and I'm not like every woman. So when men and women be like, oh, we do this because it is that. No, I do what I do for my own reasons, my personal reasons. I don't do stuff because I'm a woman or that's just what women do. No, I'm not into that.
Shout out to Kevin Samuels. So, enough of that topic. How do you feel about the LGBT community being in our local public schools?
That I don't agree with because that should be something that parents need to be talking to their children about. First of all, I worked in a school in the second grade, and I'm not going to say what school it is because I like the school, but still, I don't like how they incorporate that in the curriculums. How are you going to have somebody incorporate this in the curriculum, reading to the kids, putting on something on YouTube? If everybody Google it or YouTube it, something that's called RU. R-U. It's a story about a boy who was young and it was struggling to deal with his feelings of how he is, wanted to be as a person. So come to find out he wanted to be a drag. So I'm like, I was confused as I'm listening to the story and then it was like the drag. I'm like, so I looked at the teachers like.
They did this in school, in a public school?
Yes, second grade. I worked in the second grade class.
This is crazy.
And they had that playing. And it was about Rue being a drag queen. And then they saying, oh, at the end it means you could be what you want to be. Stop putting that on our children. Stop doing that. The daycares, y'all keep saying, oh, when they're in dramatic play, they could be imaginative and girls can put on men clothes and boys can put on girl clothes. No. If I come in the daycare and my kid got on women's clothes and heels and all that exploring is done. If we teaching these kids in the daycare, okay, how we dress for the weather or what women should wear, what men should wear, men wear men's stuff, women wear women's stuff, and it's just as simple as that. Take that out of our schools because that should be for the parents to discuss to their kids first before anybody about how they might feel, how their feelings are of being what they want to be. It's not right. And take that out of second grade.
All right, so the continuation of the Gentleman's Talk podcast, I'm happy that she tapped into that. How do you feel about today's upbringing with young kids and young adults?
Overrated.
Do you feel that do you feel that the kids and the young adults are on the right path?
Nope.
Or are they just wild enough?
Not all of them. Because I know some good parents, some of them. They treat their children as friends. I can't really say nothing because I don't have children myself, but I will say because I work in the field and work around them, I see how parents are. They think their children can do no harm. They look at these children as angels. I deal with these children. As soon as you drop them off to me in my care, they do a whole different total thing. And then when you call them and tell them they don't do this at home. Well, they know not to do that at home because you might not play. But when they get in school, everything turns different. You still have to be mindful and be wise and open yourself to this can happen. Nobody's not going to call and y'all think the school is picking on your son. Everybody's not picking on your son and your daughter. Obviously, your daughter and your son are doing something.
So we're going to continue on the next subject. What inspires your work ethic?
What inspires my work ethic is just me getting older and have to work and just doing what I got to do for myself. I love helping people. I love being around people. I am a people person. I've learned in life to stay to myself though at these jobs. I don't do the co-worker thing anymore. I'm done with that, and I'm done with opening up to people and, getting close with them because people try to get you to get close with them and play that they so cool, so solid, so 100. And next thing you know, they befriend you. So I'm not.
And they don't have your best interest.
Yes, and I'm not getting bit anymore. But what inspires me to work is that I have to.
Facts. So we're going to keep it going. Do you have anything you would like to promote?
I'm not promoting nothing right now.
Okay, enough of that.
I'm not promoting anything. I just promote myself to just being who I am. I'm not changing for nobody. I love myself. And love yourself. And pretty soon, when I get it like that, I'm going to start cooking again. So I will be sharing some things that I like to make that everybody makes. I know everybody could cook from scratch.
Yeah, we got a cooking station.
I like
we got a cooking station we work on. I ain't gonna lie, she tapped in right there.
But
so on
I
to
just
the next,
represent myself as being who I am.
So on to the next question. Relationship question. What's one thing a man can do by being with a woman that don't want him? Tap into that for like 2 to 3 minutes.
Just be respectful to her and respect her wishes. That's it.
Facts. How do you feel about men building discipline? Do you feel like a lot of men have discipline out here?
Nope. And if a man can't discipline himself, then that's something they got to work on. Nothing that we can change.
Okay.
They have to learn to discipline themselves.
Relationship question still. For qualifications for a woman that men should have is stability and awareness. Is that how do you feel about men having stability and awareness before being with a woman? What's your opinion on that?
That's what it's supposed to be. Stability and awareness. And just problems with relationships is everybody hold grudges and then try to outdo each other. Y'all supposed to be down for each other and stop grudging on something that's so old. Okay. If you took the person, you forgave the person, you took them back, y'all supposed to be building on to be better. Not keep grudging and holding on to the past and throwing it in a person's face. Okay. Then don't be together.
Facts. Is college for everybody?
No, it's not. I almost dropped out of college because I couldn't handle the work. I could handle the work, but it was getting a little bit rough. And I was in school for early childhood education. So I know everybody will probably think, ooh, early childhood, that's easy, it's easy. No. And I don't care what nobody say. I went to Capital Community College. And Capital Community College, everybody think because it's not like Harvard or UConn, those type of schools. Capital Community College, that school is nothing to play with. That school is serious. And those professors are real. And that work is real. And they don't play when it's time to comply with that work. That school is hard. But I did it. And I graduated. And I even made it to the Dean's List 3 times.
Shout out to that.
God bless me.
Shout out to that.
But it's no joke. And everybody think because it's a community college. When I was there, the classes that I was in, my math class that I was in, we stayed having parties, pizza parties, because that school was beating top colleges, all the ones that I named, Howard, Harvard, all them big schools that everybody be paying for to go to, beating them with scores, scoring the highest.
Yeah, that's some shit.
We stayed having parties for that.
Alright, so we're going to continue on the Gentleman's Talk podcast. Like I said, you have to subscribe to Three Good Brothers. Subscribe to Three Good Brothers. You'll see Adam Productions. Subscribe, tap in, see what we got going on. We building up everybody all over the world and all over the hood. So, like I said, it's good information. Everybody got a story to tell. And we're going to leave y'all for one more question, and then she will have to pick this podcast up another time. But we're going to ask her one more question on the Gentleman's Talk podcast. And the podcast ain't over. It's different clips, because we know y'all.
And plus, I have to get ready to go back to work.
And a lot of people don't got attention span, so, we chop up everybody's podcast, so she still will complete her podcast, but this is just the first clip of it. The last question for this episode, for this beginning, is are you single? All the world wants to know, are you single on the Gentleman's Talk podcast? Are you single?
Do it look like I'm single?
The world wants to know.
Do it look like I'm single?
Well, you have to tell the world.
The world know I'm not single. I'm not single because I'm married to you.
Oh, shit. Well, that was all live on the Gentleman's Talk podcast.
If he was trying to avoid all of that, no matter what he do, who he with, whatever, I don't care how he might feel, getting his feelings sometimes, we're married.
Oh, shit.
I am not single. You are my husband, and that's just what it is.
All right, well, we're going to continue the Gentleman's Talk podcast.
Since December 24th, 2021.
Oh, shit. She throwing years out and shit like that. Okay. Well, we'll continue the Gentleman's Talk podcast. We appreciate all y'all. And we're going to take Gentleman's Talk podcast. We appreciate all y'all.
He's trying to...